Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread here for Wednesday, June 18th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. We're glad to have you here. We're going to look at three MLB plays today and try to knock them out of the park and get some winners here at Cover the Spread. Also, make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up, greatly appreciated. And hey, sometimes you want to turn on that notification bell. That way you get notified to get the best of the number with us, because sometimes that's the determination between a win and a loss or a push in some cases. So, as always, you definitely want to get the best of the with us. As always, we get to the capper, see how they're rolling along, and then we'll get to Wednesday's three plays we got here for you on the diamond. We'll kick it on over to Ramon to get us started. How you doing here on this Wednesday, Ramon?
Oh, guys, I let us down in the basketball with the Pacers, but still a great game and a good series still going on. So, my apologies to you guys. My little basketball streak came to an end there. I was hitting a few for us on the show, but Thunder had enough to get it done. So, let me go back to some baseball today where I could maybe grab us a winner against the spread.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't Clark Schmidt's fault. It just was the bats of the Yankees for me
Hmm.
last time out. Schmidt was dealing in that one, and so was the other side. So a couple pitchers duels and just lack of scoring by the Yankees. Risp, as they say, was huge for the Yankees in that one. I took a loss, so I'm looking for a bounce back here as well. Here on Wednesday, so let's get to it. We got Tuesdays pending, but still, into Wednesday's video. Dropped it on Monday. I took an L to start the week, so hopefully we can get back to the winning side of things. I don't know, Al. How you doing, Al?
Doing all right. Hope everyone hit their notification bells because if you got in on that play early, you just got over that 8.5, but which did move to 9 eventually. So I'm sure a lot of us got some pushes here. But hey, the push ain't the worst result either. We'll live to fight another day and looking for a win on Tuesday, which is still pending, and looking for some more here on Wednesday.
Definitely. Let's get into a hump day edition of Cover the Spread here. We're going to start it off with Pittsburgh taking on the Tigers. This is Ramon's game. He's going to get us started here in this one. What do you like? Pirates or Tigers here on Wednesday?
Well, awful loss. I got to go to the well with Scooble here for sure and try to take him to have a big, strong effort here. You know, Detroit's bullpen has been kind of taxed over the weekend. They really were throwing some arms out there with some long innings. They need Scooble to have a pretty solid start here against a team that they should be able to handle in the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, Andrew Haney came in 3.33 ERA. Haney's done a nice job, but man, I think overall, Scooble here, the obvious class of the Tigers. I don't know, it feels like the Tigers still don't get their respect necessarily, although we're laying a pretty big number here. And again, on the run line, I'm going to end up taking them and laying a little bit of chalk here with Scooble because I expect him to be able to sail through this one. He's got his ERA now down under 2 at 1.99. Hey, it's no fluke at this point of the season. Pittsburgh has won 11 of the last 15 meetings at Detroit, but I'm not going to let that bother me. Scooble faced Pittsburgh last last season and mowed them down. So in 7 innings in that one, I'm going to take Detroit here to get a big effort from Scooble. Like I said, that bullpen was really working over 20 innings there over the weekend. So need him to go pretty deep here. And he's been going 7 pretty much every time. So give me Detroit in the run line against Pittsburgh here on Wednesday.
Head on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Pittsburgh or Detroit here on Wednesday?
Yeah, I gotta agree with the side there on Detroit. Maybe look for some insurance on the money line if it's not overpriced by the time you see this. But again, with this pitching matchup, I expect the Tigers to get the job done big here. Now Heaney hasn't been terrible by any means, but one guy he hasn't faced yet in this lineup is Riley Green, who's been hitting the ball pretty well. He's got 8 hits in his last 7 games. 7 RBIs in those 7 games too. Now 4 of the RBIs did come in one game, but again, I think he can maybe get to Heaney here a little bit, get us an RBI to give you guys another look and maybe have some fun with that player there.
Yeah, for me here in this one, we did see this. What Scooble did face the Pirates last season, as Ramon alluded to, and he mowed him down. It was an 8-0 win there in that one. I expect this total to be 7.5, probably 7.5. Because he's been pitching well. As Ramon alluded to, he hasn't been horrible, but we have seen with the bad Heaney at times that they could pop up. And I think that's what we get here. I think the Tigers are able to get to Heaney early. And then, hey, after having to face the Cubs, I know the Pirates versus the Cubs, that may have been looking like the Pirates are like back and they're pitching jams and stuff. But we know what the Pirates can do. And I think the Tigers bats give Scooble plenty of run support like we see in an 8-0. That's all we need here. Even if it's Ramon alluded to the Detroit bullpen gives up a couple, that gets us over this total because I think it's 7.5. I think maybe the books put it at the 8, but most likely it's 7.5. I'm taking the over. I think Detroit can definitely do the bulk of the heavy lifting for us to get us over this total as well. And that wraps up the first game we looked at. Let's head on over to a game that Al likes here. In this one, he's got the Twins taking on the Reds at good old Great America Ballpark. We'll head on over to Al. What do you like here? Cincinnati or Minnesota here on Wednesday?
Yeah, it looks like it might be a bit of rain in this one, but I think they should get this game in. And with Nick Lodolo getting the start here. Now, Bailey Ober hasn't had a terrible season. He's been pretty good overall, coming off a rough start. But the Reds just been the much hotter team here. The Twins have cooled down a little bit. They went on a little run earlier, but definitely on a bit of a cold streak here. And I'll take the hotter team at home here with the better starter and a better lineup. I'll take the Reds to get the job done at home for us here.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Twins or the Reds here on Wednesday?
I'm going to look for some runs here, I think, in this one, guys. Yeah, 8 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams have gone over, and you've got Ober, 2 short outings in his last 3 starts coming into this one. Short, but not deep either. So Ober hasn't been perfect, 4.46 ERA. The Reds are 23-18 to the over as an underdog, and entering this series, Reds were 5-1 to the over in their last 6, and the Twins were 7-3 to the over in their last 10. So I'm going to end up here taking the over in this one between the Minnesota Twins and the Cincinnati Reds. Lodolo, he did give up that last outing against Cleveland. Good numbers for sure, 3.76 ERA, but I'll grab the over in this one between the Reds and the Twins on Wednesday.
Yeah, for me here in this matchup, you know what? I'm gonna look at a prop here in this one, and for me, I'm just gonna take give me Buxton to get us an RBI. Actually, you know what? I think you can get a couple RBIs here in this one. As Ramon alluded to, we'll probably see some runs in this one at Great America Ballpark, especially head-to-head between these two teams. So it's 8-2 to the over here in this one. I like Buxton to get a couple RBIs as the leadoff guy. Here in this one, for me, is a little player prop for this game. Hey, that wraps up the second MLB we looked at. Let's head on over to basically the last one on the night card here. We got the Padres taking on the Dodgers. Normally, it's either Ramon taking this or Al taking it, and I'm the guy in the middle. Well, I'm going to be the guy in the middle taking this game. Yeah, see? Exactly. So I'm going to split the tie on this one, and because we know we got Dodgers over here, we got Padres over here. So first I'm looking at, we got on the Padres side of things, we got Steven Kolick making a start. And you look, I don't know, he over his last couple, his last time out against Arizona, went 4.1 innings, gave up 7 hits, couple walks, 2 home runs, 4 earned runs. Definitely wasn't good. Couple before that, he looked good. So we've seen Kolick at times pitch well, and then we've seen Kolick at times give it up. So going against these Dodgers bats, I think it's going to be one of those, going to be tough for him against these Dodgers bats. I think the Dodgers bats get to him early in this matchup. And then, hey, look who's back for the Dodgers on the other side of things. Emmett Sheehan making his debut for the Dodgers. We haven't seen him in a little bit, recovering and making his start here after Tommy John. What are we going to get? I liked what we've seen before the Tommy John for Emmett. He had a bright future, looking like he was going to be a good, solid pitcher. So these can go either way. I'm hoping this goes the right way for Emmett Sheehan here, because I can take a shot here with the Dodgers. I think the bats can get to Kolick early in this one. And I think Emmett Sheehan can have a half-decent start. even he'll be on a pitch count, as we always know, coming back from these things in his debut. And then the Dodgers bullpen, just the next man up. He can be one of those. And even if this turns into a smash fest, I'll still lean on the Dodgers side here in this one on Wednesday. So give me the Dodgers if this price is a little bit higher than what we see, but I don't think so. I think this is going to be more at a coin flip price when this line pops out. But if it isn't, well, I'll be taking the L. I'll give me the Dodgers -1 here in this spot, but I don't think so. I think this will be more of a coin flip price. And you might have to lay a little bit of juice with the Dodgers, but I don't think it'll be that bad. So give me the Dodgers in this one on Wednesday. I don't know where to Ramon to get us started. What do you like here in this one, Ramon?
Yeah, happy for Sheehan coming back here. Back in 23, he was looking pretty good, 4-1 record when he hit the shelf. He had a 4.92 ERA, but remember, he was just a rookie at that time. Look, 4 rehab starts, the deepest he went was 3 1/3 innings in that last rehab start. He had 4 rehab starts leading up to this moment. The problem for the Dodgers is, I don't have to explain it to Al, is all these pitchers are having to throw out there. It started on, of course, Monday night with the Shohei Ohtani. Great. I was hoping when he was throwing those balls in the dirt there, Al, that he wasn't hurt. But look, he cracked 100, but he can only stay 1 inning. And then what happened is you had to have again, the Dodgers just bullpen game. Tuesday was a bullpen game. This is kind of a bullpen game too. Hopefully Sheehan can go, 3 or 4. He's a starter. He's going to go out there for sure, but I don't think he's going to be going out there for 5 or 6. So I expect the Dodgers have to go into that bullpen a little bit. Same with the Padres. 7 of the last 10 meetings went over, including that opener that Al mentioned, right? Got to that 9th run there in the 6th. 3 wins. So San Diego had gone over in 5 of 7 after that Monday contest. The Dodgers had gone over in 6 of 8 in that Monday contest, and 2 of the 3 in that series in San Diego that the Dodgers won. Al went over as well. So I'm going to take the over here in this one. I think we're going to be in the bullpens here, probably at least by mid-game here in this series. So these 2 teams are capable of putting up some big runs. I'll take the over here on Wednesday night.
Head on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Dodgers or Padres here on Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with either of you. I guess my stronger play might be on the over as well here. With the right chance, not expected to go deep at all. He has not completed 4 innings in any of his rehab games here, going just 63 pitches in his last start. But again, I think he could do well enough. And again, I think the Dodgers lineup, I'll give them the edge too. So I'm there with Rodd as well. But again, I'm expecting a lot of runs here. I could probably look at some RBI props as well, but I think just the total here is a strong play. Going over here is where I am at, and of course, go Dodgers.
Hey, that wraps up the Cover the Spread for Wednesday's edition. As always, let us know what you think about these games we covered here in the comment section below. No fighting. Someone's got to win the game. I know.
If I could roll my eyes, I would.
All right, let's get to the quick little recap before we head on out. First game we looked at, we got Ramon's game, and he says, Scuba Day, take the Tigers on the run line here in this one. Al likes the Reds and Lodolo on the mound, so I'll take the Reds in that matchup with the Twins. And then I'm going to take the Dodgers here in this one. The price is a little high. I think -130, 140. I think probably what you might see here on the Dodgers, based on what the bookmakers have been pricing the Dodgers at. If it goes higher than -150 for me, you know where I'm going. Give me the run line in this one. But hey, that wraps it up here for Wednesday's edition. Let's make the big hump day a big winning one here, as we always do. What are we doing here? We are
Cover the Spread.